Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for all the new subscribers and everybody making comments. I really appreciate everybody checking it out. I know the last video was pretty long-winded, but I just wanted to sort of get everything like kind of done in one video. There was no point in making like 15-minute videos on me pulling cables and stuff. So thanks for bearing with me, and let's get into it. Well, we're going to move on into the cabin now. There's still a couple of things that are on the other side of the bulkhead, but working from this side we can kind of figure out how to do it. You know, there's things like that, which I'm pretty sure is the hazard light switch. I'm happy to be corrected on that, and not sure what those two are, but we'll figure it out. And then there's the speedo trip meter reset cable, and yeah, there's a few other bits and pieces. But we'll start with the glove box and remove that, and start removing some of this aluminium trim, and then we can work our way. Once we get all the stuff from the trunk sorted and the stash sorted, then we can work our way to the door. I'll probably take the door off, would make more sense, and then we'll remove this guy, which is pretty straightforward. I just want to sort of tackle the more pressing issue of all of this stuff first, and then work our way towards those guys as well, the luggage strap bits. There's one on each side. But other than that, that's pretty much all of the interior sorted. So we'll make a start on this and see how we go. Awesome. So we'll have a hack at pulling the glove box out. I mean, it just flips down. It's magnetic. What looks like an Allen bolt there. That guy, so we'll give it a bit of a spray, let it soak for a second, but ideally what we want is to take this whole bit out, because that will just not survive the sandblasting. And we'll have a look at trying to take the actual dash, like that pad off, maybe even try and take the whole door off. So yeah, we'll see how we go. I need to have a better look at what's under there. I was worried about the bolt not kind of giving up the goods and breaking something underneath, but I was just sort of persistent with it and managed to kind of get it turning. So I thought I'd stop and set you guys back up and give you a better look at what I'm doing. Not exactly sure what this is screwed into, but we'll get it out and have a look. Okay, I see how that works now. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Pretty cool design, but yeah, there was no way that was gonna make it through the blasting. So I'll just put that guy back and then figure out how to take this off. There must be some screws. Oh yeah, there are screws at the back. Ah, there's some money. What is that? Some kind of penny. Yeah, alright, we'll take that as a win. I'm just gonna put this back in here for now while I kind of get up under the underside, and we'll take this guy off So yeah, I'll definitely put you on time lapse for this bit, I think. So I've been struggling with this hazard light off camera, and then figured out that the knob unscrewed and then just pulled out, so I've chucked it in a bag, and then I was trying to figure out how to get that off, and then I figured that you put something in those 4 slots and turn it like it's a key. So yeah, I just sort of gave that a little go and managed to get a little something happening. So that worked a treat. So I should be able to do that by hand now. Yeah, magic. All right, just trying to be careful. I just don't want to break any of this stuff. I mean, this stuff's super old. The last thing you need to do is be breaking it. I'm gonna just put you on a stand and just have at this for a second. So yeah, hold tight. Alright, I'm going to get that off too. Let me just see if I can get that off, because it is. Alright, hold tight. I think that is going to have to stay there. I'll try and put a bit of tape over it. That's kind of cool, all ghetto and smash like that. You know, there's a few things I want to do. I want to put some tape over that or something to guard it while it's getting sandblasted. I also want to keep the blue of the dash as well. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to whip my way across and take out the rest of these switches and what looks like the air vent controls and the trip meter reset, and I'll work my way over there and take all of this aluminium dash out, and that should lead us to the vents and what looks like some kind of panel, and then under here there's a bunch of wires and brackets and everything. So we'll get to all of those, we'll get all that side of the venting out as well, and then that'll bring us to the pedals, which I may or may not get to this evening. We'll see how enthusiastic I'm feeling. That's our next target, taking out the venting mechanism for the aircon, well, such as it is, for the airflow to come through the plenum and everything. So yeah, that's got to come out, and then we will have a go at what I'm guessing is the cigarette lighter. Make our way across and get out all the trim. Alright, let's just have a quick look this side. There's like a Phillips there. Need to clear the heck out of there. There's like a tensioning screw there, so there's 2 screws. One screw there and the other one there, and then I'm guessing there's other screws under there, or maybe that slips out. I'm guessing that slips out. That slips out that way. It looks like some kind of bracket. Anyway, let me just figure that out. I'll set you guys up and we'll come back to this.
these at a later date. I really don't want to mangle them any more than I have because they are super brittle and super old. So I'll turn my attention to the cigarette lighter, which was kind of stuck, but I just sort of twisted and pulled it and it just came out. So there we go. I'm gonna have a bit of a deep dive into here and try and pull that out, and then the switch next, and then
we can pull this and pull that and come across to here, and then there's the latch for the bonnet over there. So yeah, we'll just one bite at a time, eh? And then we'll come back to this switch, and then we'll work on those bolts there. I might hit those with some CRC now so that they'll come loose when we go to pull this guy out. Right, give me a second. Right, here we are under the dash. This is the back of the cigarette lighter. I just have to take this kind of like little tab bit off, and then hopefully this nut, and then that'll screw and let this out of the housing, and I can pull the cigarette lighter, basically the main body of it out. And then I'm not sure what's up with this bracket, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, I might just try and set you guys up on a time lapse. I'm not sure if I can find any room under here because it is cramped. Yeah, and I'm not sure what that switch is next door to it there on the far side, but we'll figure that out as well. And then that's all the switches out of the dash, and then we can just start taking out all these little bits of wiring that we've got, and bracketry and that kind of stuff, and then yeah, work our way that way. And I'll definitely take out the vents today. I think that's a good thing to do, and then we can inspect the pedals, but I'm not sure how much oomph I've got left in me. It's been a long day, but yeah, let's have at this. I'll do a bit of time lapse and see how we go. So there we go. Nice to get that off. Glad I had those needle nose pliers to just sort of hold the thread while I took that nut off. I'm just going to unthread it now with my fingers. Winning. So that should cool. One cigarette lighter casing body main element thing. I just reached down and grabbed that casing that fell on the ground that we heard, and then I'll move on to this switch here, and then that's pretty much all the dash, and then we can just sort of concentrate on guys like this and get all of that off and get those vents off, and then I'm going to call it a night because yup. But yeah, made some pretty good progress, I think. So yeah, give me a second, and we'll bag this stuff up. This guy's next. Hopefully this is straightforward and doesn't need any tools, so I'm just going to try it one-handed while I'm holding you guys. Maybe not the smartest move. I don't want to break this, whatever it is. Right, plan B. Plan B looks pretty straightforward. It's just a case of threading that ring off and not dropping it, but I probably will. And then that should just come out from the back. Nice. Wicked. Alright. That was easy. Alright, so that's that bit of trim out. And then we can concentrate on the trip meter knob and the vent mechanism, and then see how we go. And then we'll go to the tubing, and then we'll have a look at the hood pull. I don't know. We'll have a look at it and see if we can get it. But I've made pretty good progress so far this evening, so I'm happy with that. All right, so we made it this far. I'm gonna undo these and pull this vent out. I'll unscrew some of this as well. Got some CRC here, but I might not need it, so let's just see how we go. Most of this car has been pretty forgiving of me. Can't see why it would be any different now. Probably a whole lot of crap gonna come out of this. That's what happened when I removed the last one. On the top there was nearly 60 years worth of crap came out of it. I need to get a bit of microphone and a bit of camera set up. I'm working on it. I just trying to take care of the little things first. Ideally, I'd like it if I didn't break this. I can somehow get this off without having to cut it. That would be nice. Like that. Result. I mean, I'm not going to reuse that, but it's nice to make a template out of. I'll just screw this back on so we don't lose it, and it's obvious what it is. I'm trying to be real diligent with this stuff. I mean, I'm sure I've missed some stuff, and I've actually lost something already, but it's okay. It's not that big a deal, but kind of annoying. I thought I had it safe, but no, lost it. Luckily, it's the sort of thing you can buy new. Alright, that's the engine in. And that's that poor door switch that I dug it off when I did the loom. That guy there, I just thought I'd give it a quick kind of go. Quick kind of go with trusty vice grips and loom. So that's a win as well. Alright, a bit of a roll, which isn't too bad. Let's bring you guys back over here. Right. So I'm not actually sure what this is a switch for. There's one up here. I'm just sort of unscrewing it to have a bulkhead. I'm not actually sure what it is. I'll just leave that there for now. But this guy, it's probably worth just that guy there. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm gonna just take it off and bag it and come back to that as a question, because that's pretty much one of the last pieces of the pie. Rinse, repeat for this side. So yeah, I'll just take the surround off and then the clip, pull this guy through. We might as well take this off while we're here, and then I'll revisit those switches up there and see if I've got the bandwidth to take it all off. Yeah, there's not much more left, so I might as well just hack at it. Cool. Yeah, I know, I need a beard trim and a haircut and a real job. I'll see myself out. Actually, that's because I haven't taken it apart at the top. That part of the venting on the top side's still there. So we'll just pop up there after I've undone this and do all of that bit, and then this should all just come right out. Right, let's go top side. Right, so we're coming at the top. We're just going to undo that screw, and that guy there, and then all of that venting comes apart. We can pull down into the bottom there, and that is 95% of everything in the trunk. So yeah, I'll just put you guys on time lapse and get through this quick. Well, quick for you, not so quick for me. That's okay. Easy. So a little bit of violence, but nothing too crazy. And everything's loose, so I'll leave you up here and I should be able to just pull that down, no problems. Might get hooked up and
on the clip there, to be honest. Anyway, let me give that a go. Let's take that as a pretty good win. All right, nice. I need to pull the back of that clip off so it releases that cable, and yeah, that'll be a good start towards taking that cable out and bagging it for that mechanism. And I did spray this earlier, and I'm technical difficulties. I did spray that mileage, the odometer, the trip meter cable nut, and hopefully that comes out, and then I can maybe get a better look at this and try and take that out too. But these are the last two things that need to come out of the trunk, which is huge. There's this guy as well. That's part of the air plenum that goes here. You might remember it from a couple of earlier videos. I'll have to dig it out. It's in the parts over there somewhere. But yeah, apparently this hose is like super hard to come by, so I might just gently try and take that out now. Cool. Another piece. But yeah, I'm just gonna you guys have got a better view of it than I do. Anyway, let's see if I can get this. Would be a good start. That light's really good, but it's kind of in my way. It's gone. There it is. Found it. Alright, so hopefully, now that I've pulled that off, I can unscrew this. Maybe. Definitely. There we go. Kinda. You guys can still see, so that's sweet. Just able to turn that with my fingers. Not the greatest. I might just try and get these guys.
closer inspection and discovered some Allen bolts that are either side of this vent that's controlled by this cable. Anyway, I'll take it out and you'll see what I mean. Just take you off time lapse so I can have it. Oh fuck! So I can have a better look at this. I just got electrocuted. Gold. Right, I have to fix that light. Jeez, burnt my hand even. It's not going to be the last time that happens for sure. So I've got to fix that. Let's just put that up in there for now. Just gotta have a better look at that. So that vent spins on these that screw up into there, and it goes in. Must be that way. Yeah, it's that way. Wow, that was a good roll, that one. So I think what happens is it comes through this way and goes out that. I don't know about threading this back through here. I don't reckon it's going to want to go. Man, that was a good one. Typical moments after I put you guys down, I just sort of pulled it with the vice grips. I can't see any other way than just doing this, which will be to pull the cable sheath, pull that off, pull that out that way, and then try and run that back through. But I mean, that's pretty good. That leaves us with that venting kind of lever and the mileage, the odometer, the trip meter manual winder. So I might just have a go with the vice grips now while I'm here. And if it's easy, it's easy. If it's not, it's not. I'm going to call it a night on the mileage, the trip meter cable, just because I'm getting tired and I'm likely to break something. Even though I've got another spare good one, I just want to figure out how that comes out. So when it goes to sandblasting, it's not a problem. And then I'll deal with the vent lever to
tomorrow as well. All in all, made some pretty good progress today though. So yep, I am going to leave it for today. So see you tomorrow.